Welcome to We Watch a Movie. Jay and Mike, we're going to bring you a movie trailer, X-Men Days of Future Past, another review, and because somebody asked us to do it, we're going to do it.
It's the final trailer.
We are slaves to your comments.
This trailer, of all the epic trailers, was the most epic trailer.
First off, the thing that I got right immediately when that trailer happened was like, it's P. Diddy and Godzilla. He's like, I was like, come with me.
I wish they would have played the music over top. Like, get these hoes off me, stepping on my toes on me.
We watched a movie. We watched a movie. We watched it.
In this one, we actually get to see the Sentinels. We get to actually see more of hippie Professor Xavier as he's sitting there drinking his gin and tonic.
Drunk.
I like it. And then you see the big. I actually thought the Sentinels were going to be like little small ones the entire movie. You see these giant ass Sentinels too in front of the White House.
Real shit.
You see the regalia of Magneto in front of the White House or in front of the stadium. Lift up this whole fucking thing. It was like what?
Wearing the good Magneto shit.
I know. I was like, this is gonna be amazing. Like the more they show of it, the more I'm like, ha ha ha. It's like, I give a pirate laugh. It's like, okay, Captain Morgan.
The Sentinels, fucking first off, the Sentinels look amazing.
They do look good.
I love it. I love that.
I like they have that little freaking like face guard.
And their lights like.
But why do they have face guards? It's like, are you playing rollerball?
It's just like LeBron James in his black mask.
It might be like when they step on like a stone or something, like a little bit of shit might get in their face, and like, oh no, we've got a little.
They got sensitive eyes. They might have contacts, but no, they actually show the big ones, and they got the Gatling gun arms. And the one scene was real quick slot of Wolverine just one's shooting the Gatling gun, and Wolverine shoves his claws right into it.
Yeah,
badass. The Sentinel's amazing, and Wolverine. Fucking bone claws.
Bone claws.
That answers our questions. They show bone claws, though you see no adamantium. I'm not sure how that's going to play into the story, how it's going to work out. But you know, after the events of Wolverine, he has bone claws now.
That's fine. I mean, that's actually just tying all the Wolverine X-Men origin stuff back into the X-Men stuff. So that's cool. I'm glad that he can just automatically regrow adamantium. We're confused. I don't know. Maybe we're always confused, but this is a really big confusing one. Like, why is at some points in the trailer Charles Xavier walking around?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
The way I took it was when he walks out of the elevator and he sees Magneto for the first time and he fucking slugs him in the face and he's like, "Nice to see you again, Charles."
Yeah.
You think, oh, okay, he's pissed because at the end of X-Men First Class, I mean, he's the reason that he's fucked up and can't walk. But that doesn't make any sense because he's walking.
Yeah.
And he sees, and why is Charles so jacked up? It's because why is he so just fucked up? Because he's mentally in anguish. You can tell, like he's really jacked up.
Yeah, and then he's like Jim Morrison. Like he's like Jim Morrison. He looks like he's like I'm a singer of songs,
which is gonna be awesome to see. It's gonna be cool to see someone like Charles Xavier so fucked up. Because even in X-Men First Class, he was a drinker and shit. Yeah. But he was like a party happy boy. Now he's like fucked up and drinking.
Like
and
he's like Jim Morrison.
He looks like me after a really bad weekend.
You have long hair. Had a really bad weekend.
It would pull it off better if I did.
You know what? But I saw him. He did look like the Doors Jim Morrison. He's like that now. I mean, he was the Sammy Davis Jr. back in X-Men Days of Future Past or X-Men First Class. Now he's Jim Morrison. He's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna drink my coffee. You did my help. Fuck it. I'm gonna just listen to songs.
Was a naked Indian in your dream? No one's gonna have all the answers. Be like, you should fucking know this, but we don't. There's some really cool shit going on. You've got Magneto's. He's in the middle of the Pentagon being guarded. Wolverine and them are gonna bust him out, and then they show Quicksilver for the first real good shot, and he actually looks really cool in that shot. I saw him in the Hardy's commercial. He looked like he was wearing like drag. Like he looked terrible.
Was he eating a burger?
Yeah, he was eating a burger. He had like a bright silver like disco jacket on. It just looked awful. But he looked cool in the little short time that they showed him here. You got all these new characters to show in there too. Colossus. I mean, he's been in there before, but he looks amazing.
I hope they really use Colossus. He's the one character that's like, where have you been, Colossus, you big metal fucker? It's like, do it right.
You've got Warpath, you've got Blink 182. And then that leads us to talking about the little spot that they showed in the Video Music Awards. They showed that a little bit of the beginning fight scene, and that was okay looking. It was cool to see Bishop.
you like to see Bush, huh?
It was cool to see Bishop. He takes his powers, and like you said about the gun.
Yeah, I don't get that because I always thought that Bishop was. I mean, it's been a while since I've read anything about Bishop, but Bishop is that mutant was able to absorb other kinetic energy or something, and he doesn't have to have a gun to like siphon it off. He can just immediately push it back out through his hands. But I guess maybe they're going to do something with the gun, and that's like
they show the gun filling up with
maybe it's more powerful blast if he's able to channel it through the gun and then shoot it. Yeah. I don't know.
And that scene was cool, but it didn't really show any of the main guys, and it was kind of confusing as to what was going on. I mean, Blink was like throwing out portals, and people were jumping through them, and everybody's going nuts.
I would love that power.
Yeah.
The Blink power?
I think it's going to be great when you tie in. My favorite things about this are the fucked up Professor X, the Wolverine going back in time and get the team together and shit like that. The old-timey stuff going back to Trask and stuff like that, and the tie-ins to JFK or the Times or whatever else is going on there. And, of course, Magneto and McAvoy inserted into the coolness, the cool parts of Bryan Singer's other films, where with Wolverine and all this shit going on there. That shit's gonna be amazing. And this trailer really showed like the action, like fun aspect of it, where the other ones were more serious. I think this movie's gonna have everything. I'm pretty fucking excited about this movie.
You even got the Italian mafia excited.
That was my Barack Obama.
He does this?
No, he does like a... I'll just go back to George Bush.
But yeah,
he threw a shoe at me.
I think that it's going to have like the whole like despair and desperation of what's going on in the future, and Wolverine coming back and really like, hey, you know, you got to help us get out of your Jim Morrison state. And you know, at first, Professor Xavier's going to be like, no, I'm not going to do it. And he's gonna, I don't know why it's Russian, but he's going to be like, okay, I'll do it. And then it's going to have like the comedy elements in it, but it's going to have that whole like action sequences. I think it's gonna have a really good blend of balance going throughout the whole thing.
And how much of Days of Future bits and how much of Last Stand are they gonna remedy here? Because they do show the school with the sign falling off and shit.
I think that's when he went. I think honestly, I think when he goes back in time and you see that, I think that's actually something that happened with the young Professor Xavier and Magneto. Maybe that shit had fallen through, and that's why he's Jim Morrison now. You know, maybe that's why he's drinking all the time and he's pissed off at the world, because maybe him and Magneto had set out to make a school for gifted youngster, and then Magneto had said like, no, I'm gonna go kill people. So
Wolverine calls Mystique a bitch, and that's pretty much the whole thing, right? I don't think we're missing anything.
No.
But yeah, no, basically this just amped my excitement for it. It's an action-packed trailer. They played the Godzilla theme song, even though I know it's not the Godzilla theme song.
It's just they say Godzilla.
Get these hose off me, stepping on my toes on me, and then all that shit. So I'm gonna give this trailer another 9.0. I think it looks amazing.
I'm gonna give it a 9.0 as well. I mean, you just really can't keep amping it up. It's like when you watch this trailer, it's like drinking Rockstar and fucking Red Bull at the same time.
Just give it to me!
You're like, what?
What do you guys think? Explain the timeline if you know what's going on with Charles Xavier up and walking around back in the past when he's pissed off at Magneto and all that shit's going on with that. Explain that to us if you don't mind, because we're kind of confused about it.
Why don't you go eat you some refried beans?
We're going to sell us some beans here, fucking beans. Let us know what your guys' thoughts are about the new trailer. Do you think this movie's going to be kick-ass, or are you kind of disappointed with Bryan Singer's first two films, and a la, of course, Man of Steel, not Man of Steel, but Superman Returns, suck bean sacks. And are you excited about fucking Bone Claws?
Who's not excited about Bone Claws, you goddamn moron? Fuck
Got a
yeah!
can opener,
I mean, but that's gonna be cool. I think it's a badass trailer.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dance?
So I'm Mike, he's Jay. We'll see you guys next time on We Watch the Movie.
We watched a movie.